Pisces, welcome and welcome back. We're going to get into another message for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe, you guys. Get in the comments. If you want to book a personal, it's below. I hope that you guys are doing well as can be expected. And I hope these messages help you to work through whatever you're dealing with right now. All right. There's definitely a lot of situations that I feel like you guys are looking back on. There may be some things in your life that you may wish that you would have done differently, but it's like, even though you can look back on the situation and see where corrections could have been made, it's not like you can actually make any changes about the past now. All you can do is try to do your best moving forward to look towards the future with a positive, optimistic lens and just do the things that you feel like you're called to do now. Some of you may feel like you missed your calling. Yeah, blessing in disguise though. Ooh. Yes, there's a silver lining to that. 7, 8, 36. That's 9. Get the fuck out of here. Ooh, didn't mean to cuss. Dang, I'm sorry. Ooh, so there's definitely a situation where you guys could be feeling like there's some things in your life that you wish would have gone differently. You wish you would have made different decisions. You wish you would have seen more into the future of how something would have turned out, because the decisions that you made could have possibly been something that you may have wanted to avoid. It's kind of like, what's a good analogy for this? Hold on. Let me think about it real quick. Okay, so I don't know. It's like, okay. It's like if you were to be able to see a lens into what your future would have looked like if you would have made a different decision. I'm pretty sure there's a movie about that, but you have to know that everything's happening in the order it's supposed to happen. Okay. 7, 8, 36, which is a 9. There's a silver lining here in this situation that you may not be able to see right now, but there's a reason why. You have to just kind of let things move on autopilot, find beauty in the present moment, find beauty in where it is that you are. Okay, detach from what you wish things could have been or what you wish you could have done, because I feel like it wasn't meant to turn out that way. Even though you can see like a version of yourself, in that situation, or, you know, you can see a version of yourself going down a different path. It doesn't necessarily mean that you were meant to go down that path. Even though it may seem to you, looking at the situation, that it would have been easier or better for you to go down that path, it may not have been. So blessing in disguise says there are blessings with your name on it. You will never have to seek after them. It also says discomfort and redirection. To be doubtful is to be uneasy. You are trying to decipher whether to move on or to keep persisting. You go back and forth with yourself about the results of a certain situation. Listen to your heart. Okay. Or listen to your head and intuition. Now, it says here you recognize the waste. All the time you've put in without receiving prosperity in return. You're able to distinguish what's hearty from what's spoiled. Here you transcend. You transform. You comfort or confront. You confront any and every defeat with high shoulders and a brave face. You don't ache over loss, adversity. Okay. Oh, you don't ache over loss. These sentences be running together, y'all. Adversity emerges into harvest. The sun makes its way outside. You're using your knowledge to help assist you. You're gaining lessons that will last a lifetime. So yes, I feel like you've definitely had a lot of doubts about whether or not you've made the right decisions up until this point. And that makes you question whether or not you're making the right decision now. I think you have a little bit of doubt in yourself, like you doubt yourself. Certainty is right here. Okay. So it's like there's a level of certainty or assuredness that you have to have in a situation in order for it to work out. You have to know that this is the right thing for you to do, or this is the right path for you to take in order for the path to be successful. It's like if you're just doing something because you couldn't do something else, or you're trying to accomplish something because you feel like you can't accomplish something else, it's not going to work out. I feel like your path was redirected. And that's the blessing in disguise card. I was just reading I put up the silver lining card, but I was reading this card. That's crazy. Okay, listen, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. I feel like you guys are kind of like thrown off because it's like maybe the way you're reading a situation, there's like a disconnection possibly. But the way you're reading the situation isn't like the reality. Okay, now silver lining says there will always be a silver lining somewhere nearby. Satisfaction and karma. Your optimism pays off. The days of disorientation, rejection, affliction, and instability have come to an end. And looking back, you can make more sense of them. Your heart feels absolute. Your mind is tranquil and serene. You've prevailed through a multitude of turmoil and disadvantages that you were convinced you would never make it past. You've gone through relationships that were severely toxic and terribly demanding. Overall, demanding overall. You made the right choice by removing yourself and choosing your mental health and self-development before all else. So that's what this card is really saying with the silver lining. Okay. You're seeing the fruits of your labor. You're seeing why you had to go through something. You're seeing why you made the decisions that you made. This is a sign of revival. Soon, love will show up in a restorative form. Your decision making will derive from the root of protection. You will save yourself from landing in uncomfortable situations or uncontrollable situations. Not frequenting or repeating patterns of the past. Be open to the concept of new friends, new pets, new career opportunities, new sources of income, and new rituals/routines for yourself. This is new life. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of you guys are becoming more sure of yourself, more certain of your direction. It's funny that I read the cards backwards. Like, I don't know. It's like something about you looking back on the past and like thinking, what if this wouldn't have happened and I would have taken a different path? What would it have looked like? What if things would have gone the way I wanted in a situation? What would it have looked like? I feel like for a long time, you guys were fantasizing or romanticizing those things. Like, oh, if only this had worked out, or if only I had chosen this instead, if only I had taken this path instead. And your romanticization, if that's a word, of those things kind of held you back in the present moment, which this blessings in disguise card was talking about. Basically, the present moment, if I'm not mistaken. I just remember reading that. And it's just like, now I feel like you're going to see the blessing in disguise of your life. Like somehow it's going to make sense as to why you were redirected, because for a long time, like dwelling on that caused you to I feel like be stifled. Okay. Now 36 is stillness. And this card talks about reclaiming your time, reclaiming your mind, escaping the static, inactivity, and reflective. So in order to be yourself, first you must find yourself. In order to find yourself, you must sit in both silence and deep thought for some time. As you focus your attention inward, you will grow to understand your power. You will be given the opportunity to put a name on what no longer resonates. You will show up tall and affirmed, the way spirit requires you to. As you exemplify this new awareness, you will have no issue owning your entire being and speaking up for what you believe. You're a sovereign being, remember? And it says spring cleaning has arrived. You are ready for a massive purge and a sacred cleanse. Suddenly, all that you were holding on to so tightly means nothing. You take it all off. You let it all go, knowing that you cannot sustain makeshift appeasement any longer. You bare your soul to nature and do not have any expectations for when you will be called to carry out your mission. You practice modesty. Right. So there's a reason why you were sent down the path that you're on. Pisces, I think that's the main thing that you need to know, is that there's a reason why you chose this path. There's a reason why your soul was called down this path. There's a reason why you made the decisions that you made. And there's a reason why certain things happened the way that they did. And I feel like your spirit team wants you to know that. And it's something that is not necessarily easy to accept. It hasn't been easy for you to accept for all this time, for all these years, because it's like you beat yourself up feeling as if you should have known better or you should have chosen better. You know what I mean? Like feeling like you should have been better, like beating yourself up about not making the right choice. But it's like you did make the right choice. And I feel like the reason why you've been struggling in the current moment, or if you've been struggling, take it how it resonates. But the reason why you could have been facing a lot of difficulties in the present moment is because you were always beating yourself up about the things that you chose to do in the past. Like telling yourself you make bad decisions, telling yourself you never pay attention, telling yourself all of these things about yourself that aren't actually true, because in reality, your spirit team is trying to get you to understand that you did make the right decision and you did choose the right path and you have strong intuition and you do make the right choices and you are in alignment. And it's like they're trying to tell you all of these things because what you're fantasizing and what you're romanticizing about the past and what you feel like you should have done differently wasn't actually true. Like, it was a lie. It could have been something that somebody tried to get you to believe. Like, if you made mistakes, quote unquote, because a mistake is a happy accident. Remember, let's go back to last year. Okay. If you are new here, go look at the live tab. You'll see the happy accidents reading. It was a live. But if you know, according to other people or maybe yourself at a past time, if you feel like you made mistakes or if you feel like you made the wrong decision, I feel like there are people that could be trying to like punish you for those mistakes for the rest of your life. And yeah, wow, surprising you, shook. Oh my God, marry me, please. Could have been a relationship, a marriage, having a child. It's just the way you chose to live your life. Like, people didn't agree with you doing something that you felt called to do. So they made it difficult for you. They made it hard for you instead of supporting you. I feel like if there was more support from the people who you were looking for support from, you wouldn't think that you made the wrong decision. And it's like, I feel like people try to convince you that you should see yourself in that way as like a failure or a big mistake or, you know, as dumb or stupid, but that's not what you are, because there's a reason why you chose this path and you're going to see why. It's like, that's what your spirit team wants you to know. They want you to know that the things that you saw that caused you to make the decisions that you made were for a purpose. If you were a teen mom or if you were a teen dad, or if you got married really young, or if you were in an abusive relationship, or if you got arrested and, you know, went to jail, served time, if you got hooked on drugs, whatever this is that you chose to do that other people see as a mistake, and it was a challenging situation that created a lot of obstacles in your life, it made it more difficult for you to process your life for what it is. There's a reason why you chose this, and you're going to see what that is. It's going to make sense for you in the near future. Like, whatever you chose to go through, yes, you could have made things hard on yourself, like people like to tell you, or you could have, you know, walked out or gave up an opportunity that could have been very good for you. But in the grand scheme of things, where we're about to go, what's about to happen to everyone in this world, that experience and those choices are going to benefit you more than anything that you could have chosen otherwise. Okay. I don't know where this is coming from, but let's go. What is the message for Pisces? Boundaries are set. Yeah, you've realized that somebody has an issue working as a team. So you cut them out of the team. Okay, you had to understand what conflict is so you could understand what teamwork looks like. You had to see who was on your team and who wasn't. You might be an extraterrestrial, ET, phone home. 3, think before you act. Ooh, 33, deeply connected. Yeah. So there's alignment here, 3, 53, and 33. There was somebody that was creating a problem when it comes to you being connected deeply to your intuition and what you should do. And there was somebody who was like, there was somebody that was putting on a show or an set, actress. Okay, they were putting on a show. The world is a stage, everything is a set. Somebody could have been acting like they supported you, but they were setting you up to fail. But your intuition saw it, even if you didn't realize it, even if you were very young. Your intuition and your inner knowing, your spirit team and your higher self saw that somebody was going to be a conflict to your destiny. So there had to be some type of separation that was caused so that you could see who was a real team player. Somebody I feel like was trying to block your intuition, not on purpose, but it's like, you get what I'm saying? Sit down, okay? I'm afraid, yeah. And I'm coming soon. Somebody was moving through life like in fear. They made decisions out of fear. So they were trying to get you to sit down. This person could be coming towards you. This could be a family member. What else for Pisces? What's the message? Things changed. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like you stopped listening to someone, feeling anxious. I'm not ready. Dang. What is this about, Spirit? For Pisces. Some of you had a change of heart. Some of you got a bad vibe from someone and you changed your mind. Some of you backed out of something. Or somebody was trying to get you to back out of something. Maybe they were going to support you at first and then it got too difficult and they backed out. 8 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's afraid here. I feel like someone is really afraid, or they're just always thinking about things that aren't really there, or like worried about things that aren't really there. 4 of Swords. Air sign energy. Somebody always in their head. Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, maybe Aquarius. Somebody's having really like bad nightmares as well. Like even when someone goes to sleep, they can't escape their thoughts or their fears. This could even be you. I feel like with Judgment, you're going to be released from that. What's the 8 of Swords? Message for Pisces. 4 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, 3 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. There's a person that's not telling you this, but they feel they can't stop thinking about... Okay. How am I going to explain this? Jesus Christ. You know that someone sees you as a disappointment. They know they see you as a disappointment. Right? But follow me, right? Because I'm trying to explain this and it's difficult. Even though you know that this person sees you as a disappointment and they've expressed to you in so many ways that you are a disappointment to them, they still can't stop thinking about, they can't get the fact off of their mind that in some way, shape, or form, they did not support you or they didn't appreciate you either. It's something like that. Like this person, they just can't be happy for you. I feel like with the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, there could have been things going on in your life that were really good and really positive, but because someone never acknowledged it, or they act like they didn't care, or they act like it was never good enough, you weren't excited about the things. Like, I hope that makes sense. But I feel like you're deciding to move forward from that. And I feel like somebody's being forced to realize all of the times that they did not support you. I also feel like because you were hurt so many times, because you've been through so much, it's like there's something happening that isn't really affecting you as bad as it's affecting other people. What's Pisces energy? 8 of Cups. I'm telling you. 5 of Swords. And the 4 of Wands. Yeah. Somebody definitely wanted to have the last word, the last laugh. Isn't it like he who laughs first laughs last? And laughs the longest or something like that? He who I don't know. I don't know. It's something about how the first will be last and the last will be first. It's something like that coming into my mind. I feel like that's biblical, but it's also a saying. I gotta look it up, y'all. Hold on. I can't help it. I need to figure out what that is real quick. Oh my God. How do I pause? Pause. Y'all. Okay. Let me look it up real quick. He who laughs last laughs first. Wait, okay. Okay, the correct version of the proverb is he who laughs last laughs best. That is a tongue twister. Try saying that 5 times fast. It means that the person who wins in the end is the one who has the most reason to be happy. The one who wins in the end is the one who has the most reason to be happy. So it's like because you left an unhappy situation where somebody was trying, it's like somebody was trying to make you unhappy, or somebody was trying to prove to you that you were wrong or win the battle, but you end up winning by walking away, or you end up winning by like deciding to throw the relationship away. Okay, the proverb encourages people to be patient and not celebrate too soon. Yep, 5 of Swords, because things can change in their favor. It also warns people not to laugh at others who seem to be losing. Ooh, and see, I just watched a video about some game show where people were standing on these little squares, and if their square opened up, they would fall in. And the commentator asked the girl, like, oh, how do you feel or something like that, because her square didn't open up. But she was like, nah, it's all good. It's over there, it's not over here. Because I think the commentator was like, oh wow, that was close, how do you feel? And she was arrogant about it, like, oh, it ain't over here, that ain't me. And then boom, her square opened up and she fell through the floor. So somebody thought that they were going to get the last laugh and be the one who ultimately won. but you're getting the last laugh. Yeah. So somebody was laughing at you thinking that a decision that you made or a mistake that you made was going to be the end for you, but it's actually you're going to get the last laugh. Okay, now let me look up real quick y'all, real quick. Um those who are last shall be first. Yeah. What is that? So it says, so the last shall be first and the first shall be last is a Bible verse from Matthew 20, verse 16. It appears in a parable about a master who pays the last group of workers the same as the first. Okay. Explanation. The phrase means that those who are initially behind or underestimated may ultimately succeed. It's a reminder that starting positions don't always determine final outcomes. In Jesus' teachings, reversal emphasizes the true greatness is found in servanthood and humility. It also offers hope and assurance to those who are last in the eyes of the world. So yeah, basically the same principle. Okay. Yeah, and I think that because you were struggling with something or going through something, people were definitely judgmental of you. But you learned a lot of valuable lessons when it comes to like not having fear. It gave you a lot of power. Somebody thought they had power by trying to take power away from you. But I feel like ultimately, by trying to disempower you, it only empowered you. Something like that. So by setting a boundary, and that's an 8, 53, that's an 8. By setting a boundary, 44 is a 44, but technically it's an 8 as well. 8 of Cups. By setting a boundary, 8 of Swords. 8 here on the blessings in disguise. Something about August could be significant. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. But yeah, ultimately by you like having to go through a situation, it puts you in a better position in the end. Oh, wow. Okay. That's very interesting. What's this 8 of Cups for Pisces energy? Yeah, 7 of Wands. You're done trying to defend your position or convince someone of what you know, or like try to convince someone to support you. You're done trying to convince someone to be there for you. Judgment and the Queen of Swords. Wake up call. You tried to find common ground with a person here. You tried to enlighten someone here. But all they did was attack you. And I feel like you saw and realized that you were arguing with some stupid people. I feel like this situation is making you question your choices. Like, did I choose the right thing because people aren't listening to me? I feel like Spirit is saying those who are last will be first, and those who were first will be last. What's the energy around Pisces? 6 of Pentacles. Could be Taurus, Libra. Either people around you are breadcrumbing or they're getting breadcrumbed. The scales are being balanced when it comes to the energy around you. Magician and the 4 of Wands. This is going on underneath the surface, behind the scenes. You probably can't see this. It's about priorities. It's about what people are focusing on. So people's focus is shifting towards things that have more balance. Something about what people are focusing on. I feel like things are changing. Like the things that people are focusing on are the things that people feel like are good qualifications or qualities could be changing. Like the way things are judged are changing, you know, like if in the past, back in the day, you had a child out of wedlock, sometimes your family would lock you in the attic or send you, or like I usually talk about this when it comes to kids who were special needs. Sometimes they would get locked in attics and ignored, or they were sent off to some asylum where they were abused. But now, like in recent times, that attitude has changed to where people don't feel like that. But so it's like whatever you've been through, whatever was a stain on your reputation or a scar that didn't want to heal or something like that, that people look down on you for, it's like you're about to be praised for it, or you're about to have a change in the tides or a turn in the tides for it. What's the Six of Pentacles? Oh, wow. 10 of Wands and the Page of Wands. People could be getting excited about your work or what it is that you do. People could definitely see like the work that you've put into yourself and the work that you've put into like your appearance, or it's like people are acknowledging how hard it was for you to get to where you are. Page of Cups and the Temperance. There's definitely curiosity or interest in what you're doing. It's like if you were dragging all these wands through the city, people would look at you like you were crazy at first. People would laugh at you. They would point at you. But as you drag the wands through the city and you almost at your destination, people might start clapping. Kind of like when Forrest Gump in the movie, when he was, you know, running all around, he just started running. Okay, just start running. That's what, and people was looking at him like, who is this crazy guy? But then by the end of it, like people were joining in with him. People wanted to talk to him. People wanted to see what it was all about. Like, because they understood that it took a lot for him to do what it is that he was doing. So people are starting to get curious about what you're doing. There's something that's coming together. People are going to start like, I feel like you're going to, with the red on right here and the red on right here, the red right here and the red right here. I feel like you guys are the ones who are going to be dropping these pentacles to people, or picking and choosing who you want to give knowledge to or give information to. Something is starting to make sense to people around. Like the energy around you is of curiosity and things starting to make sense or come together. Yep, Death reverse. Something was not changing for a long time. You had to endure something for a very long time. And that endurance has built strength that is going to help you be resilient in something that's happening now. But you had to discover who the ops were first. High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. You can literally see in the dark, bro. And you've probably believed that you had gifts and abilities your whole life. There's something that you knew you were able to do your whole life, and it didn't make sense, and nobody ever understood you. But it's like, that can drive a person crazy. Like, people telling you you're crazy your whole life can literally drive you crazy. And I think that's what was happening. And I think you're so fed up with it that you're just ignoring what people say. You don't give a fuck what people say now. Cause it's like you were literally driven to the crazy house because people were saying that you were crazy and you weren't crazy. Ooh, it's about to be something. I'm telling you. It's about to be something. And I've been telling y'all this, but it's about to be something that y'all said that is confirmed. People are upset and they feel betrayed by like some figure or people, something like that. But your intuition was right all along about something that other people could not see. It was darkness to others, but it was very clear to you. It was confusing to others, but you saw it very clearly. And other people couldn't see it. Whether this is personally about people in your life or whether this is about things happening in the collective. It's like because you were forced to be in this darkness, that's all you could see. What's the Four of Cups? Oh my God. Temperance reversed, High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Yeah. Hold on. What's the Ten of Swords? Hermit. Star. Fool. You had to focus on learning how to rebuild and start over. Like so many times. Ten of Wands. Yeah. And the Fool. You're freeing yourself from the burden of knowledge. Somehow. I don't know what that means, y'all. Okay, Cherry, this is a spiritual message, so you're going to have to pick up whatever you could pick up, child. What's the Eight of Swords? What's the Eight of Swords? Ooh, Strength reversed. Yeah. Emperor and the Devil. Somebody's going crazy. Like somebody's losing their mind. Six of Wands. Justice. Four of Wands. I feel like I was getting the crazy. It's like somebody's losing their mind. What the heck is going on? I don't know. Like maybe you said what you had to say to somebody. That's kind of what it feels like. Ooh, okay. It kind of feels like you saw that something wasn't going to change. So you told somebody what you knew, or you released yourself from the burden of knowledge or information or something. Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. So it just makes sense. It's like whatever somebody was doing to try to make you feel like you were crazy, or to try to make you feel like you made too many mistakes, or to try to make you feel like you were on the wrong path. See how it slipped out? You're on the right path. Somebody was just trying to convince you that something was wrong with you because they didn't see what you could see. They tried to make you feel like you were crazy. Now they're being burdened with the information that you've given them. It's like telling somebody the day that they're going to die, or telling somebody like their future and them not believing you, then them trying to make you feel like you're crazy for it, but then it actually happens. And then they like remember what you said. And it was probably in a moment of like anger where I feel like you guys, like sometimes I feel like I do this too. Like when you get really angry and fed up, you just say what you feel and there's no filter on it. You're not trying to be nice. You're not trying to cover it up. You're not trying to be polite about it. It just comes out. And that's the most authentic version of your gift that there is. And it's like, you do have to learn how to control yourself. But at the same time, sometimes people need to hear what they need to hear when they need to hear it. And I feel like that's the purest, rawest form of your gift. And at some point or another, this is what you did. And it's coming true. Oh my God. Okay. Page of Cups. Judgment and the Star. 5 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Somebody is regretting. Somebody's regretting not celebrating you or not believing you or not congratulating you. Or regretting not fixing something with you. Because they realize what you're able to see. Yeah. What's the advice for Pisces? Ooh, look at that red. Power. Take your power back. You may have to, that's you turning your back. I feel like you're doing this anyway. Know that you're making the right choice. Chariot. Be positive about the direction that you're going in life. Continue to drop gems everywhere it is that you go. I feel like, ooh. Hold on. I feel like some of you guys are meant to be like traveling prophets or, yeah, nomadic in a way. I feel like you're going to be exhausted by the justice that you're going to get. It's going to be like, oh my God. You're going to be exhausted by people telling you, oh my God, Pisces, you were right. What's the 3 of Wands for advice? It's going to irritate you. Yeah, title. 9 of Cups and the Temperance. You're getting what you want in a profession or in a job or a career. And things are coming together. The success is here. You're not even going to be able to leave the house without people like recognizing who you are. People are going to be doing the most to get your attention. I don't know who this is for. What's the title card with the 3 of Wands? Ooh. Did y'all see that flipped in reverse like that? Run it back, bitch. Okay. 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. Ciao. Ooh, I just feel like you're not ready. All those cards that came out earlier, feeling anxious, I'm not ready, I'm afraid, things are changing. You're going to have to sit down for this one and set some boundaries. I don't know, Pisces. I don't know exactly what this is, but I feel like you guys are going to have to get ready for this. Virgo energies out here. We saw Temperance with the Sagittarius energy. It could also be Gemini energy, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and you Pisces, Leo. People know that you see the future. And I feel like they regret spoiling things with you because you would be an invaluable resource to them now, but they don't have access to you. am I hearing do your ears hang low? Also, do your titties hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your titties hang low? What else does Pisces need to know in this message? Ooh. Self-reflection, performer. Upgrade. Ooh, celebrating. Look at God. Look at God. Your life is about to have a major upgrade, especially if you're in the entertainment industry or any type of influencer, musician. You may play the flute or a wind instrument. Some of you guys, it's like definitely you have tools that you use with whatever this is that you do. You may play a string instrument, guitar. There's somebody really wanted to make you put your gifts down or put your tools down, but you didn't do it. Your life is about to have a major upgrade. You guys are going to be celebrating, and this is purely for you. And I feel like when you look in the mirror, you're going to see your higher self for the first time. Like, there's going to come a time where you look in the mirror and you see your higher self for the first time. And it's going to baffle you. It's going to baffle you. And I just want you guys to know that. Yeah. You don't see the opportunity right now, but it's coming. Or you don't see the possibility of this happening right now, but it's coming. And you guys are going to be like astonished. Your life is about to your life is about to completely change. What is the advice for Pisces? The energy is gaining momentum. Oh my God. Waxing moon. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. And communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Interesting. So pay attention to how you communicate with yourself, how you communicate with others. Pay attention to how people start communicating with you. There's going to be signs and synchronicities all around, but you need to know that you're coming to the end of a tough cycle. Your life is about to change forever, Pisces. And everything that people told you about the quote unquote mistakes that you've made, it's literally going to be dust, okay? You're going to be paying them dust. And they're literally going to have to eat your dust. Okay? And it's not in a gloating way. It's just like, it's crazy. That's all I'm going to say. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you guys for being here. Book your readings. Donate if you can. Thank you to everyone who supported the channel with comments, donations, likes, subscribes. Any way that you've contributed, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your messages as well. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope this message helped you. Anything you need to do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Pisces, remember, this is our circle, booze. Bye.